Good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter.
And welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my honorary co host for tonight, NIU marching band, online band member, aspiring author, actor, model, businessman, the man that has me on high blood pressure medication, that's left me, with stretch marks and things of that nature. My son, Amir. Hey, Amir, how you today?
Hey, how you doing, Miss J?
Well, won't he do it? Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having.
We got a lot of feedback, positive feedback from you being here last week. People, really like you. They, think I talk a little bit too much, but they dig you.
Yeah, they do. But I'm back, and I can't wait for tonight again. It's gonna be like nothing new all over again. I can't wait.
Well, listen, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how they can follow you on social media.
Well, I'm a college student. I go to NIU, and I'll be a junior next year. So you can follow me on Facebook at Amir Dale, and you can follow me on Instagram at darkskinpoppy_312. I'll be changing that soon because that's a little bit too much for y'all. So y'all can't handle that. So yeah.
Really? Well, guys, listen, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also, follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also, follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Listen, next week, are you guys done shopping? Are you guys excited about Christmas? Are you excited about Christmas, Amir?
To be honest, I'm not really excited about Christmas no more. I mean, when I was younger, when I was little growing up, I was, you already know, I was excited about Christmas and everything, having to wake up to a whole bunch of presents and stuff like that. But now it's just not the same no more. I don't know. I
What makes
can't
it different?
because like I've grown up and it's like I don't play with the little toys no more, the little trucks and action figures and stuff like that no more. It's just not the same. I done grew out of that now. So it's like now it's all about electronics and stuff and clothes and money instead.
And see,
So
you guys, like, here's the thing. Like I said, he used to be the funniest, good Lord. Growing up, I mean, I never had to worry about telling him to go to bed or anything to get ready. This guy would
nope.
go in there, take his bath. I
Oh
mean, he be taking a
yes.
bath at like 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve, be sleep by 6:15 at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, fam, what you doing? Now I'm looking forward to Christmas because I get to sleep late. But he, on the other hand, he's up in there turning the lights on, and I hear all this rumbling, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool and everything. Just let me sleep. If you do what you gonna do, you ain't gotta bother me. But he'll come up in there and he would talk so soft, and he walks. The way he walks, it just kills me because he walks like a cat. Like, you can't hear, as tall as he is, you would think that you would
That
hear
don't got
him
nothing to do with
coming.
nothing.
He has like a burglar type walk. Like, you just don't know he's in the room. I'm like, listen, won't you say something? Because I'm not gonna make it. You gonna give me a spasm that I'm not gonna recover from. Announce yourself.
Ain't
But
got nothing to do with
he's
that.
done that ever since he was little. Would just creep on in there. But he used to have this little robe on. Lord,
You can get off my road.
he
I don't even
had
got
this,
it no more.
yeah, he used
See.
to wear this robe. Now, I bought him this robe. Maybe he was like 8 or 9 years old. He wore this robe until he was like a sophomore.
Well, you can get off my Grinch robe.
He what I said, you know what? Ain't it about time each year, like as the robe went, it went from the sleeves went from right here to eventually they were right here. And I'm like, well, go ahead and donate that robe. Don't you want to give it away to a little kid that can actually fit it? I can still fit it. See, it's just a little tight, but I can still fit it. I can still fit it. He had a fit at like 16 when I got ready to find. I'm like, I'm sick of this robe. Let me see you in this robe one more time, and I'm gonna burn it. So we finally got rid of it. But
Hey, I wore that thing until the Grinch started fading off that black robe, and that's what I loved about it so much. I didn't care who was talking about me. I didn't care if it was you, my family members. Hey, I was gonna wear that thing until I couldn't wear it no more. And that's what
listen,
I
you
did.
all, let me tell you something. I still talk about them. So please just understand what I'm saying. I talk about them and did not hide the fact that
And
I
guess
talked
who feeling
about them.
she's not hurting, man?
See, because he just like me. Like, listen, you gotta talk about your kids. Sometimes, you make them, you prepare them for the world. You can't let these kids go out here thinking that they just all perfect. Because when they get to school, folks gonna talk about them, especially if they're only kids. Like you, as a parent, you have to, toughen their skin. You got to say some stuff about them that they not really gonna be too pleased to hear. I grew up in a big family, so we talked about each other left and right. So therefore, when you got to school, it's like your feelings wasn't hurt because you used to defending yourself. You got 9 people at home waiting for you, to say something about you. So it's like you had kind of tough skin. But being the only child, you can be a little peculiar and a little sensitive about a few things and don't nobody tell you. So I had to be, a little bit honest with them and tell them, a couple of things here and there. I had to talk about them, make them strong for the world. Hey, Doug. Hey, Adrian. Adrian is saying, I'm not excited about Christmas this year. I work
Yeah.
Christmas night. Well, Adrian, I do hope that you do get a chance to enjoy your Christmas day with your family and friends before you go to work. So, guys, listen, we're gonna take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into our first hot topic. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and
And
families,
families.
one conversation at a time. Hey,
Has always been easy because it's true. Yeah, yeah. I would not believe if someone would have told me you would come along. Yeah. Oh, to repair my soul, cause I was so in love, my heart had grown cold, so cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. I don't mirage what I feel for you. But that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Said it's easy to love you, easy to love you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got good chemistry, go together like love said. The passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no beside of what I feel for you, love. But that, oh God, I got love for you, yeah. Said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, so easy to love you, easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you, what I search my life to do. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my honorary co host for tonight, my son, NIU band member, drumline member, aspiring author, actor, and model, Amir. Hey, Amir, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss J?
Good. I'm glad to see you looking all sharp and spivvy
Thank you
clean.
so
All
much. Oh yeah.
smelling like a $2 bill over here. $2 bill, they smell rare, so that's how he over here smelling like a $2 bill.
Nah, I had to come with that drip.
Wait a minute. You using
Okay,
words that I
okay.
don't.
That's another term.
You
You don't
you
know
you
nothing about
using words
that.
I have
Yeah.
no
But
what
my
is
people out there, they know what drip means.
what can
So
you help me to understand what drip means? Y'all, do y'all know what drip means? Cause he done went right over my head with drip, so I don't understand
y'all
it.
know I can't explain this to her because she just not there. She's not in this generation.
And
So
I don't
yeah,
want to be, but what does drip mean?
it's kind of like it's not even swag. So we used to say swag back then, but now it's all about drip,
What do you mean
sauce, and
back
stuff
then? You
like
ain't even
that.
been in the world long enough to even have a period where you talking about
1998. I have
back
been
then.
in the world long enough,
To
and I
have
do
a
know
back
some of this
then,
stuff. Yes.
you ain't had a back then yet.
Oh,
You
jeez.
ain't had or high blood pressure or anything like that. That's a back then moment. But you don't have a
Here we
back
go
then
with these
moment.
stretch marks and stuff again. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yes, you do.
That's you. I ain't got
Yes, you
nothing to do
do.
with that. I'm
Yes, you do.
sorry.
You contributed to that. But you guys, listen, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. First hot topic want to start off with. Is it difficult to be faithful? In your opinion, is it difficult to be faithful? Facebook, is it difficult to be faithful? And if so, what makes it difficult to be faithful?
I'm gonna have to say it's not difficult to be faithful. I mean, if you know your priorities as a man and a woman, then it shouldn't be hard to be faithful. It shouldn't be hard to go out there and find somebody that's the same as you and has your better interests. So it's really not hard to be faithful. But some people out here they make it hard to be faithful and stuff because of the type of stuff that they do, and the other type of people that they're out here listening to. So in my opinion, it's not hard to be faithful at all. It's really not. It's all about putting in time and work and just doing the right thing. So it's really not hard to be faithful.
So one would say, like, so do you think that social media would play a role? Can a person use social media as an excuse if they wanted to say, you know what? Yeah, it is difficult to be faithful because you have social media and all this other stuff. Could that contribute to faithfulness being sort of a challenge?
Oh yeah, because like the type of stuff I didn't seen on Facebook, like man, not this, girls ain't this and stuff like that. Y'all all the same and stuff like that. I ain't nobody out here faithful and stuff like that and loyal and stuff. And it's like to be honest, when people say that, that just reminds me that like they either they hurt and they can't find anybody, any a good a guy out there. So when people say stuff like that, is because they hurt and they can't find nobody to love. That's why, and they don't trust anybody because they feel like all guys do the same thing and this and that. So that's why, yeah, I believe social media really plays a big role in that a lot.
And you have a great point. And I think that it's not difficult to be faithful. Being faithful is a decision. Now, is it something that you have to work at every single day? Absolutely,
Yep.
because you have so many distractions. You have social media and you have the various outlets that has made meeting people even more
More
easier.
difficult.
But that should strengthen your level of commitment to the person that you are in a relationship with. I mean, just because I have social media out there doesn't mean that I'm going to run the social media because I have a problem with my mate or my spouse. That's going to make me, gravitate towards them more if I want it to work. But if I'm one that, I'm kind of teetering on the edge, then again, it's not difficult. It's just that I've made a decision to
Yeah.
step out of my relationship. I've made a decision to step out of my marriage. I've made that decision, but I don't think that it's difficult to be
Faithful.
faithful
Yeah.
when you find somebody that is worth being faithful to. Everybody is not worth being faithful to,
Hmm.
but at the same time, if they're not worth being faithful to, why even entertain them? Unless you're just in
Yeah.
the season of where you are looking, you're just dating and you're still exploring your options. And if you're still exploring
Yep.
your options, I mean, that's totally fine.
Yep.
But let's just make sure everybody is on the same page. Let's just make sure everybody knows that we're in the exploring our options phase, opposed to, well, you got me over here. I'm trying to be faithful Fanny and everything, but yet you are doing something, you're doing something different, but I'm trying to be faithful. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be
True.
in a relationship and you got some other stuff going on. So it can be a challenge when you've made a decision to say, okay, I want some other stuff going on. I want to be entertaining with somebody else, or I want to still see what's out there. But again, it's not difficult.
Yeah. It's
So if
not.
you
It
are
really
in a
isn't.
relationship, then think about what brought you all together and kind of use that as the guiding light and the force to keep you all faithful, to keep you guys together.
Hmm.
So guys, listen, if you together, be together. If you trickering off and being on some other stuff, then definitely, continue to be on some other stuff. But at the same time, being faithful is not difficult.
I feel like I'm faithful. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm faithful 100%. But
Are
it's
you
like,
really?
oh yes, I am. But this in this day and age, ain't nobody gonna believe none. They gonna believe whatever the media tell them, and that's why they're not gonna find no good man, no good woman. You know what? I'm cool with that. I'm gonna just be on some laid back type of stuff. I'm just
I
gonna
mean, I
be
think
out
that
doing my
I think
thing.
we're relying a little bit too much on social media for relationships and stuff like that. I think that,
Right? Yeah.
sometimes it's, especially today, we got to just step out of the social media realm and get back to the old school way of actually meeting people and having a conversation. It's like
Why I
people
gotta
are
be old
so
school?
afraid to have real life conversations. Like you're afraid to, it's easier to talk to somebody online or Snapchatting or whatever, all the other different modes and methods of having a conversation that does not require face to face interaction. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe, man. It's the social media is just something else. It's just out of control, man. Like
What
to
makes
be
it out of
honest, it's like
control?
I don't know. It's like I like talking to people like online and stuff, but it's like when you go out and stuff like that, it's kind of different. It's not even the same. Like when you going out on the first date or second date or whatever, it's like you both are like just like man, like we really here face to face and stuff like that. We're not used to this, but like I was used to like FaceTiming you and texting you and all this other stuff. But it's like when we meet now face to face and we talking and having a heart to heart, it's kind of weird and awkward though. But to be honest, I kind of like both though, and I would like to
Well,
like
so which do
do
you
both.
prefer? Do you prefer online, that computer love type thing, or do you prefer to, meet a person in real life and talk to them in real
I
life?
mean, I want to like meet somebody in real person. Like I don't like that social media type of stuff because like you don't know who you talking to. Like for real,
Ooh,
like you can be talking to a 40, 50 year old dude, and I'm like, some nah, man. It's like I want to see you face to face, and it's like if I can't see you face to face, then you owe it. Like it's over with for you. Like
so how long do you give it before, if you meet somebody on social media, how long do you give it before you want to meet them face to face?
I get them like Not I'll get them like a week or two,
So you
depending
want
on
to
how
meet him right off the.
schedule is. But it's like, if we can work things out, then yeah, of course I like to meet you like right away. You know, get
See,
the
I
rush
mean,
out, whatever.
like social media and talking and meeting people over social media, it's like it's so tricky. I mean, I did it once. I would I do it again? Not. I mean, it like I say, only because my comfort level is not like all the way, it's not all the way there because you just never know who you're meeting behind, behind the scenes or whatever. And it's just like in the case that I did meet somebody off of the social media, they definitely were who they, presented themselves to be on social media. So that was the cool thing about that. But again, on the flip side is that you don't get a lot of people that are who they really say they are or who
Yeah,
they
that's
really
true.
portraying to be on social media. You have people portraying to be all these other different type of things, and
Being
it's just
something that
like
they
you're
not.
like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, I didn't get that from your social media page. But then again, the flip
Yep.
side is like, okay, like for me, I would say like you can't look at my social media page and then think that you're getting to know me because my social media page reflects my business, my shows and things like that. So it's like don't look on my page and think that oh, what I'm feeling or she feeling some type of way or she in her feelings, and because I don't post like that. My posts and my things are strictly for entertainment and conversation purposes
Yeah.
on my page, my personal page, the group, all this and that. If I'm feeling some type of way, then I like to have a conversation with the person that I'm feeling that type of way with. I don't need to
Facts.
broadcast it to
Everybody.
to the
Yeah.
world or send messages or anything like that, because that's defeating the purpose. I mean, I want to pick up the phone and hear your voice and talk to you and, get whatever it is I got to get off my chest. I like to do it that way.
I like to do that too. I mean, I feel like that'll make things a lot more easier and like fun instead of having to depend on social media and stuff like that and getting other people feedback and you all in your feelings and
Right.
stuff, and then they in their feelings and they mad. They talking, I don't want to deal with no dude. I don't want to deal with no other. They ain't nothing out here and stuff like that. And that's why you're gonna still be in the position that you are because
Right.
you listening to other people and you depending on social media to fix your relationship or try to find who you want to be with. So
And that's why we have to definitely improve our communication because communication in this day and age is it's just down like people are not communicating. Like people are just 1 minute you booed up, the next minute like, wait, what happened? I'm with somebody else, you with somebody. Wait, what happened? When did we stop being cool? What happened? Because people are not talking. If there's a problem, people are not talking.
yeah, they
People
need
don't
to
talk.
talk. I mean, that's
People
that's the
don't
only way that's
listen.
gonna fix things is by talking and communicating. But they feel like that's lame and stuff, and they just quick to just cut you on off, and they end up leaving you heartless, and they savage and stuff like that, and just stumping you, just taking your heart out, and just stumping it to a zillion pieces and stuff.
They
Just
take your
leaving.
heart and stump it to a zillion
Oh
pieces.
yeah, and they just leave you out there in the cold and stuff. So
Just leave you out there,
man,
just your heart just done been pummeled into a billion little itty bitty pieces,
yeah.
and
To be
and now
honest,
you
yeah.
gotta.
I feel like most females out here is like savage and stuff, man. It's like they like strong and stuff. It's like the minute you do something wrong, it's like, man, like all bets is off and stuff. They'll block you from all social media, block your number and stuff like that. Then you never hear from them again. You try to look for them on Facebook, they blocked you off Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, some man, like, what just happened? I'm like,
Right.
that's some savage stuff. That's some savage, cold hearted stuff right there. And then we just out here just in our feelings. We gotta listen to the weekend. We gotta listen to Drake. Just have our
No,
headphones
you
in,
don't want to
sitting
be
in the
listening. There's
dark and
certain people
stuff.
you don't want to
Man,
listen to because let me tell you, if you have been done wrong and done
I
savagely,
know I
like you
have
just have,
numerous of
if
times.
you've been done like that, then that's the last thing you want to be listening to is that type of music because it doesn't help you. Like,
I feel like it does. Well,
it
some
keeps
majority
you
of the
down,
time
and
it
it's like it
does.
makes you feel even worse. It's like you got to listen to something that's gonna, like,
What we gonna
change.
listen to? Some jazz, some blues, some R&B. What we gonna
First
listen
of all,
to?
we already,
We
you
talked
and
about
I,
this the other
we
day
have
too. So
different
yeah,
styles of music. So, but
that
that
is
music
true.
that you all listen to, it's just like you got to choose something that's going to put you in a different frame of mind. Not, oh, if I'm already low, you got something, you listen to something that's going to push you even lower. Like, yeah, she did me wrong. She didn't even have to do me like. And it's like, and you can't get out of it. It's
Rarely.
like you can't even shake
Oh
those
man.
vibes, and you can't shake those feelings. So, listen, you got to move on. Like, life goes on. I mean, is it's easier said than done, but you can't get stuck there.
Yeah,
You
you
cannot
can
get
cry
stuck,
about it, be in your feelings for a little
and you got
bit.
to move
Then
on.
you gotta get
You
on up
got
out
to
of
move
there.
on, because it's like you got too much stuff to do. I'm like, I don't have time to nurse a broken heart. I got too much stuff to do. Like, my mind be all over the place. I'm like, listen, yeah, it hurts, it sucks, but I can't stay here. I
Yeah.
cannot stay here because I got too much stuff to do. So I can't give this negative situation, I can't give it all this energy. Plus, if you give it all that energy, it doesn't do
Hmm.
anything but fester, and it grows.
Yeah, that's
So
true. Yeah.
you just gotta, change the way you think about things, and it will definitely help speed up the process. Is it easy for me to say this? Easier said than done, one step at a time. But if you move and take steps forward and in a positive direction, it'll help
Hmm.
you. If you moving slow and you taking things in a negative and slow, and I want to mope in my feelings type direction, you're gonna
Mhm.
have a little hard time. You're gonna have a little hard time. But guys, listen, we're gonna take our short musical break, and when we return, we're gonna get into our next hot topic. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, you should come running. Quit all that stalling. My box is caught, goddamn time. What about our time? It could be so perfect for one hell of a night. Think you got a secret ease. He ain't calling my club. I just wanna slow dance on you, baby. We can turn it up. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone 'cause I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. Lately, your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind. Fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all I feel. Anticipating it's about to go down. I get so lonely. Don't leave me waiting up for you. I get so lonely. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone 'cause I get
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how you doing?
Girl, tired. He is tired.
You fine, sexy thing, you. Woohoo! And sitting next to sizzling, sexy, simply E, we have our honorary co-host,
Yes.
NIU drumline member, aspiring model, author, and actor. My son, the dude, the reason I got stretch marks, the reason I'm on these high blood pressure medications, these blood thinners, my son, Amir. Hey, Amir.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good.
Good, you looking
Thanks for
good
having
down
me.
there.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for
See all
joining
these,
us.
looking at all this
all
drip
these-
right
That's
here.
all that drip. Look at
Right,
all
I
that
asked him
good
what
stuff.
drip was,
I
but
can't explain
he
it
said
to her
he's not
because she
gonna-
don't know what it is. I really can't.
I asked
get
him
into
to
that.
enlighten me, but he refuses to enlighten me. You know, after
Yes.
all the stretch marks I done gained for him, and he refuses.
She got like one stretch mark. Don't y'all pay attention to that bull junkie as she puts it.
Yeah, that don't
One
even
stretch
bother me
mark.
no more at
No.
all. Like,
It don't.
Because
no.
he know. He already know. He
So
like,
I guess I got to. So what do I have to use something else to?
Oh, because I'm 21, I'll be 22 next year. You know, you can keep on saying that you pushed me out and did all that other stuff and stuff. Like, that don't bother me no more. It really don't.
You know, you should have a little sympathy for the elders. You
Mm-mm.
know.
Oh, no.
I be
I
I be
tried.
saying that at work. Y'all should respect y'all's elders.
Right, because I'm right. I'll be, getting
Yeah,
my
up
senior
there.
citizen coffee real soon. Ooh, now that'll make my day when they give me my senior.
I'm not giving you nothing.
When they give my senior
By that
citizen.
time, that place, all you have to do is, close your eyes and blink, and the stuff will appear. By that time, you become a senior citizen.
Yes, I can't wait. The more coffee, the better.
You're not
But
no senior citizen. What you need a discount off of coffee for? You only 40 some years old. You don't need no.
You tell my age if you. I am not. I resent that.
You don't need that.
I resent that.
That's for
He
only
said
people
40
that's 60
something.
and up. You don't need that.
I am
sorry, to be
60.
honest
I
with you.
am 60 plus.
I
plus
believe you
plus.
should pay full price like everybody
Oh.
else do.
You know what?
I know you my mother, but you gotta pay full price.
I'm about to
like
turn your mic
everybody
off
else
because
do.
you don't tell nobody that I'm gonna pay full price for my coffee. You don't tell nobody. You supposed to be on my side.
I am on your side. I mean, what about the college student? I should be getting discounts off of stuff like that. Hey, it's lonely down there
Get
for a
you
guy
a-
like me.
Get you a coffee machine.
Get your whole life together. I'm just trying to figure out why I got. You know what? See, that's what I'm saying. He ain't even on my side. You say I got a full.
I'm on your
I'm
side.
supposed to pay
I'm on
full
your side.
price.
I think you should.
Oh, jeez. You guys, listen, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. J is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen. Here's our next hot topic. Now, this is some bull junk right here, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there.
Uh-oh.
Do you think more black women should date outside of their race, especially if they're over 45 and they have not been married? Should they date outside their race? If so, why? I mean, what the heck for?
Or you should just date outside your house. I mean, if you leave your house, you'll be good to go. You wouldn't have to worry about trying to go find, Philip Lipo or whatever his name is around the corner, whatever. Leave outside your house and run into another black man. Voila. It's magic. It works every time. I promise you.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, what about you, young sir? Do you think that young ladies should date? Do you think that black women should date outside their race?
I don't think they should. I mean, like, we love y'all and stuff like that, and yeah, we do stupid, dumb stuff. But
Yes.
that don't give y'all the right to like leave us behind in the dark and stuff, and just go on and what's that word called, Wonderland. That don't mean go all around the North and the South Pole looking for other people and stuff. I mean, we love and we support y'all, and I really need that the most. But I don't even think men should date outside their race. But in this generation, everybody want the mixed babies and stuff like that. But I don't think nobody
All
should date
mixed
outside their
babies ain't
race.
pretty. I just showed
Really?
I just showed him one earlier. I was like, see, she done fell for it. She done fell for it. And this is a celebrity. I'm like, now they done had you fall for this bull junk. And look, now your baby sitting up here looking like some type of right. I'm just like, now when people say all babies are cute and all, no, they not, because I'm telling you, I lost so much blood looking at what I had pushed out. I was just like,
Oh
like,
my god.
you really went there, huh?
right, my arm was low. I'm like, I had to stay in the hospital 3 days just because of all the blood that I had lost because I was in shock. I'm just like, whew, I gave her
Terrible.
this right.
Yeah, they kept you in the hospital because you felt like you was running a marathon. You was sweating stuff, and they was about to take you on out.
Take the
That's
Lord.
what I felt like they was gonna take me out. I'm telling you, I'm like, boy, no drugs or no epidural. Easiest thing. I mean, he was only 5 pounds and 3 ounces,
It
but
should have been easy to push out.
man, please, that stuff hurted so bad. I mean, he came right out, but I'm like, just everything leading up into it. I'm just like, whew.
Man, I remember Noni's Noni's labor. I went to the hospital. I was like, okay, I'm in labor. They was like, well, no, you in pre-labor, whatever. So we're gonna send you back home. And my hospital was on the west side, was Bethany. And I lived out south. And so I'm like, are you serious? So I go back home and I'm in my room and the contractions are hitting. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just rocking through it. And so my mom was like, told my sister to check up on me because I've been, and I haven't called anybody all day long. So and then now they're coming like every 5 minutes. They just hitting. And I'm just still in my room like, because now if I go to the hospital, they're going to send me back home. I don't want to go to the hospital yet. And so my friend was like, why are you still at the house? How far along are your contractions? And I was like, they 4 or 5 minutes now. They called 911. Oh, the firemen that came to rescue me. Girl. I tell you, I had a little suitcase full of snacks to learn this time. First time around, they ain't feed you. So this time I had my food prepared. I had my little outfit prepared. And I was like, yeah. That man was like, oh, let me help you down the staircase. Yes, you can. Let me get your number when I drop this load off.
Oh my God.
He was fine. That man was fine. He was fine. Lord,
See, I was sitting in the hospital. So I went to a doctor's appointment. After you get, like, I don't know, like 8 months back then, they had you going like
every
once a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go. They was like, you need to go to the hospital because the baby is in stress like that. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, okay, so whatever. So I'm like, well, let me stop because at that time the only thing that I could eat, which and I hated, I don't even understand how I was eating that, but mashed potatoes and gravy from one of the little chicken joints or whatever.
That's
And
still
so
good to this day.
I got some, but I didn't get a chance to eat all of it. I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and walk down here because the doctor and the hospital, they were like a couple of blocks from each other. So I went on a walk down there and I'm in that stupid hospital all day and they hooking me up to the monitor and they're like, oh, you're having contractions. And I'm like, well, it was, it was kind of early. I wasn't even 9 months. I think I was like 8.5 months or whatever. So, the little contractions and everything coming. And so they're like, you the contractions and stuff like that. By this time, my mom and my brother was down there, and I had been there all day. I got there like 1 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm so sick of y'all with talking about some these contractions. Do you see them? They're just going off the chart like that. Those should be some bad contractions. It should hurt. It didn't hurt, so I was like, this is what's going to happen. I was like, okay,
I can do this.
and that's exactly the attitude that I had. So with us living like we didn't even live for them. I'm like, I told my mama she could go home. And she was like, no, I don't want to leave you by yourself. I'm like, they have been there all day long.
Yeah.
She got a whole house full of kids. You mind? I'm going to call you. I say, this is what I told her. I said, I'm going to hold it so y'all can come back up here because the hospital only 5 minutes away. Baby, I woke up at 3 o'clock. No, I woke up at 2:56. I looked up at that clock. Baby, them contractions started coming so fast. Woo, Lord, have mercy. All I know is at 3:26 who need to be in here. Nobody else need
I
to
had to
be
smile
here.
on my face like this.
No, actually, you didn't. You had all kinds of cords and stuff on you. But
Oh
guys,
my
listen,
God,
please do me
really?
a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. So, guys, we're talking about should black women consider dating outside of their race if they're still single after the age of 45? What do they say on Facebook, E?
Well, Kareem Ali said, I am mad at a sister that dates outside their race. He also, and Nicole Watson says, hey, and
Hey,
Corey says,
Nicole.
hey.
Hey, Corey.
And then Kareem goes to comment about the giving birth and stuff. He says, I think all women should get Luke 4 month, at least 4 months off and a check for having a baby. Like if you're on a movie set, pay because it's drama in the room. I passed out when the baby came. I'm like, all y'all double OG. You know what, Kareem? Listen, Kareem, I don't speak all that stuff. I can't read it. Okay, I need you to speak, but I know you, Kareem. We right here, so I know in real life you don't talk like this. You're not in this age group that you typing like this. Now I put you out there now, okay? But I thank you. Yeah, we gangster when come out to pushing out the babies and everything. But Kareem, don't do this no more. Don't do this.
See, no, I don't think that women, because you're a certain age, that you should date outside of your race. I mean, I'm just like, I love a black man. I'm sorry. I love black men. Have I tried to talk to other in the past, way back yonder, but there's no connection for me there. I respect all races of men, but I can't see myself being in a relationship or even marrying a man that's not black. I can't see the vision, and I don't want to see the vision. And if that means that, then you're gonna be single, I'm okay with that. Which would lead into our next question. Would you be okay with being single for the rest of your life? If you're not married at a certain point, would you be okay with being single for the rest of your life?
Single meaning how?
Single, not married, just,
But I'm just kicking it, right? I can date people, whatever.
well, whatever you want to put on
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean, that wouldn't bother me, but I would like to, I've been married before. Okay, it is what it is, but I would like to be with my husband the rest of the little days and stuff. I enjoy being with that one person, kicking it with that person, having jokes and having fun with this person, whatever. You want your mate. I would. I don't want to just be me and the cat.
Right.
Me and this cat got an issue as it is, so I'm tired of my little cat at the house. So no.
Your cat be having too much doggone
My
fun.
cat
I
be on
don't want to be
Chipotle.
single the rest of my life either.
Do you want to get married?
I was thinking about getting married, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. When I retire from my whatever I'm doing, then I'll probably settle down and really get married and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not thinking about that right now. I want to, get to finish doing what I'm doing right now. Then later on, when I get like in my 30s or 40s, then I'll probably like start thinking about that. As of right now, nope, nope. It's not
So
even on
now,
my
what I
mind.
will say though is, here's the thing with that. And I like it, but then it's like at the same time, I say keep an open mind, because if good women don't come along all the time, you don't want to be an old dude sitting saying, "Dad, the one that thinking about the one that got away," or you don't want to be an old woman thinking about the one that got away. Because I knew several dudes that that I'm cool with, and they like, man, they talk about the regret of the one that got away because they were still hoeing. So now you full of social media. Now you seeing her live her best life and all this and that, and you're not a part of it because you missed that window of opportunity. Maybe it would have worked out with you guys, maybe it would not have, but you will never know because she happy with somebody else. She living the life. And one of the guys, he's like, man, I should have never let her go and this and that. And, that could have been me.
Oh, well.
And my only thing was, I was trying to tell, I know the guy were really cool. And I'm like, I was trying to tell you that at the time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you couldn't see past all of the stuff that you want to be chasing. Now you old.
And now it's not there.
Now she happy with some. Now she happy with somebody else. She being that same good woman that she was when you was out there dogging her out. But now she done took that good woman and she a good woman to another dude. And you ain't got no choice but to sit back and wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, have.
Oh, trust me, she probably ain't happy. She ain't happy.
You know.
She ain't.
Well, I think it all depends. If you're meant to be with this person whatever. And I think that it'll come. I remember one of my coworkers, he's got to be close to 70.
Mm-hmm.
So he was first married. His wife was just mean to him. She would make him, like, we work overnight, so she would make him get up before work, drive her to the liquor store. She wouldn't put no money in the house. She, would give him money out of his check or whatever, make him buy her, and he don't drink, make him buy her the liquor that she wanted and everything. And then she would abuse him, make him sleep in the basement and stuff. She had 2 daughters. She didn't have any children by him or whatever. Was cheating on him and just really, really abusive, verbally abusive and mentally abusive towards him. So eventually her daughters, when they got older and grown, like they were early 20s, I think, they told him, you should really leave our mom, whatever. And so he eventually did leave. She wound up passing a few years ago. And so he was at a party, which this man doesn't even go anywhere. And like I said, he's close to 70. But he was at a party and ran into a woman who was a doctor. She's in his age range. She has no children either. And they hit it off. They got married a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
And so he's retiring next year. So, and they're set to just travel.
And I mean, that's the thing, is that's a beautiful thing. And I always love hearing stories like that, because it just helps. If you are a person that wants to get married, it'll keep you optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm like, I'm indifferent. I'm like, if I get married, I mean, I'm great. If I don't get married, I'm at the point where I'm great as well. It doesn't matter. And I don't know, I've said this before, but I'm like, I know I see different things materializing for me business wise. I just haven't really seen the vision of like my personal life, like,
but I think
materializing like that. And maybe I need to put a little bit more effort into it. But
I mean, if you really desire it, and everything is real for me. If I really desire something, whatever, and I go into prayer and everything, and it manifests, and I'm, my friends will say, yeah, everything that little nut pray for some reason, she get it. One of my friends always says, you always pray, and when you will be broke, and the next thing your license be ready to get cut off, and the next thing you know, you got $1,000 and hit your bank account and all your stuff is paid. And I'm like, she's like, Allah always blesses you monetary. And I'm like, well, I'm a firm believer that I really do go into prayer on what I want. And then God knows your heart. If you want to be married or whatever, don't knock the vision of being married. Yes, focus on the business aspect. But if your heart's desire is to find the mate for you, don't give up on that.
And see, you know what? And I'm like this with prayer and everything. One thing that I learned like a long time ago, like not to pray for a specific person. Like you can pray for money. I pray for like specific, but praying for specific people.
I think it is not specific people you should pray for. I think you should pray for the type of person that you would want
to be
life.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you should want someone that's pleasing to your liking, your eyesight, most definitely, because the first attraction is the physical attraction. So you can be nice as all get out, but if you look like the bottom of my shoe, we can't, it's just like, no. So let me be realistic. I mean, so if I have to make sure that you pleasing to my eyesight, you do what I do as far as if I'm hustling, whatever, then I want you to be hustling. But at the same time, I need you to be strong and stern and have that umph. You can't be no pushover, man, because I'll push you over and then I'll be like, this must now we walk down the street and you getting punked by everybody, and
right.
I can't do that. So you got to have that umph, and I need to feel security when I'm with you. If I don't feel that, then that's not the one. So you write down every characteristic and be specific, because God has a sense of humor.
Oh yes, he does. Yes, he definitely does, and he's laughing big. He's been laughing big time. I'm like, whoo, really, really, Lord.
I've had friends, and I got that from one of my friends. I was 18 and she was like, well, you have to write down a list of the type of man that you want. I said, oh. She said, because so-and-so wrote down a list of the guy that she wanted, and God gave her exactly what she wanted. A man that could cook. He was handsome to her pleasing. He could cook, and I guess good and sorry, baby. Good in bed or whatever. Right? So
I'm 21.
I
need to listen to this. I need to listen to this.
So she got those things from him. He could cook. He's pleasing. Great in bed. He was a crackhead. And so that was, she was like, so, and when she told me that, and I was 19 when she told me this, and I was like, oh, she's like, yeah, he's a crackhead. And I was like, oh. So I get so specific, like, detail. I don't want you attached to no type of, drug,
Right.
whatever. It's one thing, have a little weed, but don't do no weed, baby. It's bad for you. But I'm old. I can have me a little edibles every now. Make my hair grow. Look at when you last saw me, my hair wasn't long like that, but now look at it. That's because the edibles make my hair grow real good, make my eyesight really great. But
I don't think I ever be pleased by anybody. Well, what you just said, I don't think that I can do all that. To be honest, I don't even know what I want. Whatever I just see, I'm gonna just go for it. Like right off the bat, I ain't got time to be sitting up there
okay,
writing a long list of stuff
okay.
because I don't know what I'm gonna get.
I
It's
think
gonna
the
probably
list.
be a Jack in the Box, and boom, it's like I'm expecting something. Then it's like, yeah, that's not probably what I was looking for. But okay, I can try to work that
I
out. You
think the
know.
listing is more so for females, but like I was talking to a friend last night, and he was like, do a 10 for 10. Like write down your worst 10 things about you, and if you are seeing somebody and y'all are serious about one another, you have them write down their worst 10 things about themselves. And if you trust one another, switch each other's list to see, can you deal with
Can you right?
this person's
That's
madness or
good.
whatever that
Yeah.
they've been through, whatever. And I was like, wow, that's a really good idea and stuff. Kareem over here, Kareem is saying we got more options. We can be single in 40s and 50s and get with younger women. Talking about men, they just keep going. They just keep growing. It's more women than there is men. Also, yeah, I think I agree. If you desire a man, pray and go and get him.
But you did say something key too, which is what I'm like, one thing that I'm really excited about starting to incorporate. And it's like, I'm just like, for this past week, I've just been kicking myself because you know how you've learned something along now. I'm finally at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm about to apply this, which
Mhm.
is the first thing is writing a list of just different things that you want to even just
Accomplish or whatever.
accomplish.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I know this. I've been known this. Why have I
not done it yet.
not done it? Why have I kept all this stuff in my head and I'm doing this, I'm doing that? But over the last week, that's what I've actively been doing, like
Mhm.
writing down, writing my vision, making it plain. And I'm just like, oh my God, like the light bulb has been turned on for me in my
Epiphany.
in my life this week. And I'm really, really excited about that. And so that is something that I'm going to do because with,
You have
even with
to.
the mate,
Mhm.
you gotta, if you want
You
it,
do. You
the
have to.
list.
You
So
you
it's
do.
not crazy now that you think about it. It's not crazy when women say, oh, I wrote a list of this, or it's not
Yeah,
crazy.
it's not. You have to.
You
You
write
gotta
down
be.
what you
You write
want.
Santa Claus a list talking about some Santa. This is what I want for
No, he
Christmas,
ain't
and that man don't even
never.
exist. He just some freaky old pedophile in the mall want to get his rub on and stuff. Like, come on, let me sit on y'all's laps and everything. You take this picture with me. I'm smiling. I bet your little Nancy is smiling.
Come rub on this. Come rub on me.
Hello, look at your ho ho ho.
Rub on this
So
dough
if
boy.
you sending all these lists out to him, and you sending, you put your tooth underneath your pillow for a dollar from your dang parents because the tooth fairy ain't real either. Let's just be real. Then you can write out a list or whatever for your mate. I don't know what men do. I mean, but shoot, you ain't got to tell your bros or your dudes that, man, I wrote a list for my female chick. It's
Right.
between you and your guy or whatever. Like, write this list out, checking it twice. I'm gonna see if she naughty or freaky or nice or whatever you want,
Right.
however you want. And then if you a penny, not no damn dime piece. You a penny piece. Don't sit up here talking about someone. He got to look like Denzel and stuff and be making six figures. You barely making $1 an hour and everything. And he got to do this. And you anorexic, you too big, whatever. You not secure with yourself, whatever the physical flaws are. But you want him just chiseled and stuff. And dudes the same way. You want her just chiseled, but you just a certain type. Don't do that. Really get what it is that you like. I like a teddy bear. It don't bother me. You got belly. Hey, give me something to rub on, lay my head on your chest. I'm happy. I'm okay. As long as you treat me right and we can look good together, we can have fun and laugh and joke or whatever. And if I cry, whatever, I can cry on your shoulder. And if when you're in your need or whatever, you can rely on me, then I'm good. But if it's all that arguing, that was the main thing I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
want.
the main thing.
I
It's
don't
just
want to
like
argue.
I'm more like, I mean, I want you to look good, smell good. I mean, height used to be a thing for me, but now it's like I'm like more of, look, he looking at me
That's
like,
still a thing for you. Still, you struggle with that. I need you to put that as your New Year's resolution. Yeah, cause they coming in and out for you. I need you to put that as your New Year's resolution.
So what I do is I'm like, but my main thing is the type of heart that he has.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you gotta have a good heart. You gotta be a good man, a good dude, and not, just a good dude to everybody, and just recognize what you have in me, and I'm gonna recognize what I have in you when we get to that point. If we get, when we get to that point, I'm not gonna say if. When we get to that point, we'll both recognize each other, and we'll be vibing and feeling off each other. It won't be so you having doubts, or you feel like you
Toxic.
settling, or things of that nature. It's just like, just come to the table with an open heart and an
Yeah.
open mind, and a good heart.
But don't let someone into your ear.
Mm-hmm.
You have friends out here and they may want the best for you and everything else, but then sometimes when your friends feel that, man, his attention or her attention is not on me anymore, it's on this new person that they with, and now I'm feeling some type of way. Don't let that person distort your what you're seeing of this person. If this person is making you
Yeah.
happy and vibing with you, and y'all have a great vibe, don't let this person come in and ruin what you got or whatever. Let them stay out, because let them fix whatever going on in their home, and then keep things into yourself. I remember when I was dating an older guy, whatever, and he was saying, he taught me, you don't bring everybody up into your house and your problems and stuff in your relationships. You don't go run and tell all your girlfriends what's going on in your relationships, because they'll be the main ones sitting on the sideline waiting for you to mess up so they can come on and jump in. And guys are the same way. You run to your guy friends and you tell your guy friends or your whoever you was close with all your problems that you think are problems in your relationship, and that main one that you sit up there telling all your mess to, they sit on the sideline because they like, I can deal with all that, I can scoot on in, or they don't want you to be happy because they stuff is so damn miserable.
And and that's the same thing Amir and I were talking about, and we've been talking about for a while. Like he has a different type of chick, and like all the chicks, the types that he like may not be, I'm like, okay, I'm not really
May
feeling
not be your cup of tea.
right. But
And I
and
know
what
it's
I
not.
told him though is that even though I'm your mother, I may not like it, but it's not up to me. It's up to you. Whatever it is, if she makes you happy, then rock out. I say, listen, I'm not gonna be over here playing patty cake and being rah 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 and all this and that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna respect whatever decision it is that you make, and you can trust and believe that she won't. I'm not gonna sit up here and make her feel some type of way just because she ain't my cup of tea. Who you choose don't have to be my cup of tea. As long as she your cup of tea and she makes your feelings boil over, that's all that matters.
Yes.
That's all that matters. And I'm just like, you know what? At the end of the day, I want you to be happy. Now, would I want you to be happy over this way, this yonder? Yes, I will, because you got a lot to offer. You's a brown, handsome young man, and I wants to keep it, on this side of the fence. But I know they tugging for you. I know they tugging for you. Don't go, brother. Don't go. Please don't go, brother. And that's what I tell them. But I'm like, at the end of the day, if you decide to go,
James.
I ain't gonna like it.
So,
But I will,
So, Miss
deal with it.
Cheryl, well, Kareem, ABL Mac, hey Willie James,
Hey guys.
Kareem is saying, treat him right. You know what, Kareem?
I don't know, what is he talking?
Yeah, okay, he making his list. Kareem is out here making his list on the J Spot feed. He treat him right, make sure she got all her teeth. This is true. You got to make sure that you may not want a woman that got all her teeth. She make her do some things for you that she don't need teeth for. I got to cover your ears up for that, baby. Cheryl, hey Cheryl, she says it's about chemistry, connection, and divine intervention will definitely lead you to your soulmate. Which is, sometimes people believe in soulmates, some people don't believe in soulmates, but that one for you, whichever works for you. And then Kareem also goes to say, that's right, Cole. You got to separate your relationships from low-key haters. And this is so true. And that you think that your best bud, your ace boon coon got your best, feelings at heart, when this person may not even have that shit at heart. Oops.
Nope.
Yep. Stuff at heart because you're the only one that's giving them the attention.
Mhm.
So if I'm the only one that's giving you this attention or whatever, and now something delightful that came into your life, and now it's taking the attention from me, and the sun comes out and you got another plant that's blocking its view, that vine will go around it because I'm trying to get some more of that light, that's some more of that attention. So if I got something new that's coming in my way that's blocking that attention or whatever, yeah, I'm a low-key hate, because that's what I'm not gonna do. I could care less.
Right.
But this is what haters do. They're gonna low-key hate to try to split you up. Now you lonely. Now you single again. Now you sad. And now they're happy because you can come cry on my shoulder, tell me all your woes and problems. We can be buddy and go kick it like we used to go kick it. And when you go to bed at night, you hugging against your pillows. When that person go to bed at night, they hugging against their boo. And now you looking stupid.
And that's the thing about, and that's
Crying
always
in your
so
room,
sad.
eating the TV dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
Just, man, just depressed. The whole world just fell all on you and stuff. And
Exactly.
it shouldn't even be that way, you know.
You either got your box of toys or your bags of lotions, whatever you know, you got something, and instead of having you a real person, because you're so stuck on what someone is feeding you in your ear. Get that person about your ear. They ain't meaning you know damn well. Get out my ear, and that's what you should tell a person. You know what? Listen, tired of you and me, this, that, and the other. You don't even know who woo is, whatever, but you got something to say about woo 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 woo. Especially if you look like, you know, Ursula from Little Mermaid, you should just step the hell on back. You know, I'm just saying, and just be over there, do what you got to do over there, fix your household, because clearly your household must be messed up because you're so busy in my stuff.
And I'm always like looking and just, I'm always mindful of people that are always so critical about your relationships. Critical. It's like you're critical about everything, like everything that everybody do. It's like you got something negative to say. And I'm like this. I'm like, you know what? If it works for you, as long as you happy, I'm happy. Now, if you mad, my thing is you mad, I'm mad,
right? I'm Team Jay. If you piss Jay off, okay, now it's an issue.
And that's the only part where I have a problem, that you gotta, you know, wean me back on, you know, because I may not get back as soon as you do. But you know, you give me a minute, I'm gonna get back over there. But I'm not just gonna jump over there and be Jay against y'all love because I'm single or whatever it is. I never have been a person to operate like that, because I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I believe in love, even if I'm not the one experiencing it.
But
I know that it's good, and I love
and it's healthy
to see
for you.
Other people like rocking out, and I love to see other people relationships working. So listen, you guys, we're gonna take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into tonight's topic. We're talking about avoiding the holiday blues and your goals for 2020. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Hey.
I don't know what you did right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. No. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Get your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? I can look into you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl. Why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up. Why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, even more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting them. Don't wanna know why you gotta look so good. Put your hair done and your nails done. When you put the clothes on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
The wrong thing. Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. Sizzling, sexy, simply, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kid. How you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Good. I ain't noticed earlier. Okay, you got your little spandex on and
I'm feeling sexy.
sexy mama up in here. And next to sizzling, sexy, simply E, we have our band member, aspiring author, actor, and model.
Got it all.
The one that's the reason I got to take my meds. And the reason that I have, the stretch marks that I do have and all the mental issues that I have, I attribute it to this young man right here. We have my son, Amir. Hey, Amir, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining. Good. You looking all good, sounding all good down
Thank you.
there. If I had known any better, I would have thought that you were adopted.
Really?
I be telling my children that I'm gonna go find y'all's real mama because I did.
Y'all didn't hear that. Ignore that.
Ooh, I said, wait a minute. I said, girl, wait a minute. Is that? Oh, so wait, let me tell y'all. First, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on the Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Listen, so we rode the holiday train. Now this guy still loves to ride the holiday train. So you guys, if you are in the Chicagoland area and you have never experienced riding the CTA, holiday train, it is an awesome experience. It's for all ages. Get on there. It is just a really great experience. So we're on there and we're just enjoying our lonesome time. And so the little raggedy, funky little elf, and I gotta say, I'm gonna put the little raggedy, funky little elf. So, we just talking and having a good time. Yeah, I called him raggedy and funky because of what he said to me. He was
what did he say to you?
So he get real. He gonna sit in front of because they have the whole train's attention.
I'll whoop his ass.
And so he was like, so let me ask you all, are you all on a date? Where are you headed? We ain't on no date, man. It's my son. What's your problem?
I don't know what he was thinking about. I mean, I don't know. That really made me uncomfortable.
Me
I was
too.
gonna put the paws on him.
You should
gonna
have
do
paused
that.
Was he little? You should have paused his ass, and then you should have
know
called
what?
me.
Christmas is next week. I ain't gonna be able to. I ain't gonna do it.
That's okay.
You too pretty. You wouldn't, them hands and that skin. Nah, you wouldn't make it up in that, baby. You too pretty for all that thug life. Let your mama and your aunties handle it. We don't know. We be like the mother off. I'm gonna get you, sucker. And trust me, I'm like that mama off. I'm gonna get you.
You are. You really are.
Listen, he already know I'm the mother off. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yes, I am. Do he be like, well, he gonna? That's why I already know he gonna lock me in a room so I can't get out because he know that. Listen, I sniff trouble. I'm on my way.
You like a bloodhound.
Absolutely.
Man.
You ain't gotta call me.
That
I'm
flat.
I'm
Ooh.
like, woo. I said,
I had to rescue a friend last night.
oh,
This month. So one of my good friends, I ain't gonna say a name. She was at my house, she was having some drinks. I'm knocking out papers and stuff. Somebody comes over and he wants to take her out to go eat some crab legs. But I noticed that she'd knocked out the whole bottle of wine, plus a half bottle of wine.
Oh
And I'm
yeah, well
like,
she good, and yeah, she
and
needs
he
that
done had some
cream.
the alcohol too, well, but some rum, whatever. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, she said, no, we're just gonna go get dinner. I said, okay. And she's like, I'm leaving my car here. I said, okay, cool, no problem. So he's like, well, no, she's gonna stay at my house. I said, no, no, no. She said she wanna come back. So go take her out to go eat, because that's what she said, and bring her back. So 11 o'clock hits up, and I'm like, I don't see no phone calls, nothing. Let me call her phone, no answer. I already had his address and stuff because I made sure he
Yeah,
gave me
to be
that and
more
his phone number
careful.
before they left my house. I get in my truck. Let me throw my clothes on. Get in my truck. Let me go on. Get my girl. So I get to. I said, I called. He answered. No problem. He was like, "What's up?" I said, "What's your address?" He was like, "I gave him my address." I said, "Okay, then I'm on the right street." He was like, "You ain't on my street. What's in the middle of my street?" I said, "A median with some trees growing up out of it." You could have Googled that. I said, well, no. I said, which one house is yours? Is it the yellow house with this black truck, or you on the street with this black truck? Because one of these black trucks is yours. My house. And so he thought that he was gonna get him some good, sorry, baby, some ass. And
I'm 21.
and
I'm
she was not
21.
trying to do anything. She really wanted to go home. She was tired. She was drunk and everything. I said, if she was sober, whatever, and she was in her right mind, fine. She'd say she wanted to do something or she didn't. But this idiot really thought that he was going to get him some behind. He had came to the door and his towel on. Ain't nothing else on his body but a towel. She was downstairs. She was in his t-shirt and some pants, whatever. She had fell asleep in his truck. She didn't know where she was at. So I had to go get her. Then he was like, I need you to get up out of my house. I'm like, no, you gave me the address for me to come and get her. I can escort her home. No, no, clearly you can't because she want to go home. I'm gonna take her. No, no. Come on and get in my truck. Let's go right now. So he was so heated to
Oh, he
go.
just
He was ready to get up in something. He ain't getting nothing but some Vaseline last night. That's all his ass got into. He wasn't getting nothing hot and wet. Got in some Vaseline. Sit your ass in the tub. So and when she got in my truck, she was like, Edra, thank you so much, because I was so drunk. I didn't even know where I was at. And he had took all my clothes off of me and I didn't know what was going on. And I was out of it. And I was like, see, she said, when I was looking for my phones, he had taken my phones and put them upstairs. So I didn't even have my phones to call. So I missed your call and everybody else's call. I was like, you little nasty little bastard. So
But thank God for friends like you.
I'll be
But
up
it's
your
like,
ass.
guys, you definitely have to be ever so mindful with, who you are, trusting, man, you can't,
Trust the
every
period. Watch
smiling face
everybody.
ain't,
Chicks slip Mickeys, dudes slip
yes,
Mickeys.
they
You better
do.
watch them. People be putting your babies in their cavities and stuff. Watch them.
Yes, they do.
Some
Mess
just
around,
let you
have you
go.
on. A question that he was gonna
Oh
ask.
yeah,
Did you?
this is gonna be that was supposed to be the warm up answer question, but my question was, what makes a woman and what makes a woman not a woman?
Mm-hmm.
So I have five for each one. So what I think what makes a woman is, she's working, doing what she has to do, cooking, cleaning, laundry, and all the other good
You
stuff.
need a maid.
So yeah, I want one soon too. So
That
all of
ain't
those
me.
stuff is, what makes a woman a woman. She going to work, she coming back, paying the bills and stuff, she getting her kids some school and stuff like that. All of that stuff is what makes a woman a woman. Now what makes a woman not a woman, she got all the time in the world to go to the club and stuff like that and turning up and doing all this other stuff, showing out for social media and stuff and all this
Baby.
other stuff. And she just out here just spending frivolous money and stuff, got all this expensive fake stuff on. That don't really make you a woman. Like you like what are you doing? Like what do you have to like offer like other men and stuff? Cause it's like if you on social media and you twerking and stuff, and I've seen plenty of this, and I know that's what the younger folks is doing. But if you in your 30s and 40s and you still doing stuff like
I
that, you
like to
need to
twerk.
grow up like
We
for
like to
real.
twerk.
But like you ain't gotta like show
I
off for
don't
like
show on
other
social
people and
media.
stuff. Like you ain't got no type of clothes on. You ain't your panties and your bra and stuff.
Can't see all
You
his
ain't
nipples.
got no. Like, you ain't fully matured and grown up yet on that type of stuff still. So that's what I think. What makes a woman a woman? What makes a woman not a woman? So
All
and I
right.
would
Well, this
like to
is a
hear
deep.
people's feedback too, because I know I'm right. I ain't I ain't telling nobody wrong. So at least I'm helping
Well, he
somebody
said
out.
Amir asked what makes a woman and what makes a woman not a woman. And I agree with a lot of the stuff that you said as far as what makes her a woman, but I'll even add some more to it. She builds her family, she builds her
Yeah, caring
household,
about your family
she
and stuff too.
encourages
Yeah,
everything, and she speaks life into everything
Mm-hmm.
around
and
her.
supporting you
She's
too. Yeah.
absolutely so she's
Supportive,
into
most definitely.
growing things opposed to destroying things.
Mm-hmm.
She's oiling, she's watering everything. So you may be the planter, but once you're done planting it,
She's
she's gonna
birthing
come and
everything.
she's
Yeah.
gonna water it and she's gonna make whatever it is that you
Grow.
have, she's gonna make it grow.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have money. You say, what can she bring to the table? She's going to bring the ability to make what you have grow. She's going to help add to whatever it is that you already have.
Mm-hmm.
So the right woman is going to make you better in everything that you already do. So
Yeah.
when dudes ask, well, what's she bringing to the table? She's going to bring to the table all the attributes. She may not have money like you have, but she may not. She may know how to make your money grow, how to make
Exactly.
your money stretch. Well, how she gonna make my money grow, make my money stretch, and she ain't got no money? Because
You'll
she
be
got
surprised.
great credit, and she can come and look at all your expenses and
And
look
tell
at
you how
all
to
the
knock
stuff
all this out.
that you spending, and she can show you how to put all that stuff on a budget and chop down your expenses. She ain't got no money, but she got the knowledge and she can teach you how to save. So she has brought something to the table. So be mindful and be careful on when you say, oh, well, she ain't bringing nothing to the table but some A and all this and that. No, she bringing a lot more. That's all you can see is an A because you probably ain't nothing but an
It
A
ain't yourself.
yourself. So
Exactly.
that's the only reason why you only thing that you see. But a woman, she flourishes and she gives birth to everything and she helps whatever you
Exactly.
have grow. Now,
I
if you're
hope so.
declining, you with this woman and you losing out on everything. I mean, you in debt, your house ain't clean and all it. You may have the wrong one. Okay.
You may want to throw that back. You know how you throw the fish back?
Give it back. Take it back.
Hey.
Take it back to whatever social media page you
Right.
found on.
She was
or
cute for
whatever
certain
club
things, but
you
she
found
can't.
that. Take her back.
You got the 20. You know, in the Tyler Perry's, they said the 80-20. Well, you got the 20. Throw the 20 back and
Yes.
go back and get that
Yes,
80.
yes. So
She
if
got
she
green hair, orange hair just looking
I
like the
don't mind
colors
with
of
the
the
colors of the hair.
rainbow
I
and
like
stuff.
doing different colors. The colors of hair, that doesn't, I don't think the physical things sometimes doesn't define her. It's on how she carries herself with the physical. You
Hmm.
know, she can have so many different colors of hair, but if she rocking that style right, I'd be like, man, because I'm a colorful person. I change my hair. You know, you see, I had a whole different hairstyle. I'm gonna have 12 different months in the year. I've got about 20 different hairstyles in the year, and stuff. You know, but when you get to know this person, if they are building you up, that's a plus right there. If
that's a big thing.
they're being your helpmeet, and y'all haven't even discussed that right there, but they're automatically there to assist you with whatever. Man, that's a great keeper to have, even if you all don't make it in the relationship wise.
Absolutely.
But you keep this right here because the friendship is far beyond whatever you can ever imagine with anybody else.
Absolutely. And it's like just having somebody that you can confide in, that you trust, that's priceless. You cannot put a price on that. I don't care how much money you have. It means so much to have somebody in your corner that you can trust. I mean,
Yes.
it's
I don't really
so
trust most people out here,
and
so
it's priceless. So
I
that's
really
why I
don't.
say if you find a young lady that you trust, hold on to them.
And that's yours.
Hold
You
on
don't
to
have to
them.
worry about like
I
when
feel
you
like I
roll
done
over.
lost them
You
already,
lost.
to be
You
Nah,
honest.
you ain't
yeah,
even trust. You ain't even hit it yet.
You ain't even hit it.
Kareem says, she makes you better. She builds you up. She is a help me. She comforts. She loves. He also says you can pick up the phone and call, and she will comfort and encourage you, calm you down when you are off your square. She is your dreams, and this is correct. She gives you life. You know, a woman is like water. You need water to survive, and you need a
Absolutely.
woman in your life. And you, even with a man, you need a good man by your side.
Absolutely.
You can't just have this bum ass dude that's not going to treat you right.
She not
Get you
gonna
Absolutely.
somebody
question
that's
you and stuff when you working and stuff. When you say you at work, and then she like, "Well, you was at work. You got out work. Well, I'm
the
still at
crazy.
Yeah,
work
that's
still.
that's
I
the
just
that's the
checked your
crazy.
location. You ain't this, and I still got my construction hat on and stuff. And she think I'm somewhere else. I'm like, you know what?
Did
Yeah,
you give
I
her
don't.
some reason to think that you was somewhere else?
Man,
See,
no,
when you get to that
no.
point, because I've been in that situation too, because you've done everything there is to do. I remember dude was like, "Oh, I'm on the I've been hanging out with my brother all night." I said, "Yeah, your brother live on the west side of Chicago, but your phone says that you was in East Chicago, Indiana.
Mm.
That's two different. That's the hour and a half apart. So how does that work?" Huh? No, I know, huh? Don't start to thinking,
Right.
right now. Just tell me what's what. Okay, let me go ahead and confess your sins. Just come on, just bring it to the altar.
Boy,
Lay
See, this
it
no.
down.
technology will get you in trouble, right? I'm telling you, this technology will get you in trouble, like for real.
Kareem also goes to say, sharing your vision and yes, uncanny trust, and they respect and appreciate you.
That's and those are things again. All the money in the world can't buy those
Exactly.
characteristics. All the money in the world cannot get
All the
you
money in the
that
world
that
can't
you can't. If you
control
got that,
me.
hold
You
on
hold
to
on
it.
to it. That's
Hold
right.
on to it. And if not, finding it in the new year. Because here's the thing, we're a week away from Christmas, and some folks are at their wits' ends trying to find the perfect last minute gift.
Hmm.
Let me help you out. Stop stressing over this materialistic bull junkie, okay? Come on, man. You sitting up here, you trying to find all of this stuff. Life is too short. Life is passing you by. As all these people are in the mall right now, stressing. I
Girl.
mean, you about to get into a fight because you can't
Mm-mm.
get a parking spot and all of
Mm-mm.
this other stuff. You about to get into all these just crazy stuff.
Mm-mm. It ain't that
Folks
serious.
don't even deserve half of the stuff that you sitting up here trying to stress out
Nope.
about. You trying to go broke and go into the new year in debt for what? For one day. You trying to find the red super rumper thumper thing for little Roro. Wait a minute, when he don't even know his ABCs. Hey, you don't listen, you looking for the wrong things. You got your priorities mixed up. Okay. Forget the super rumper thumper and go thump him upside his head, make him sit down and write his ABCs 26 times so he can get
Who?
that stuff
What's
together.
ABC? Who's
Right.
that? How
So
that
it's
do?
you save your money. You got other things, invest in tutoring and things of that nature. Don't go out here, all these toys. You spend all this money, toys gonna be broke before dinner time on Christmas.
No, I can't
Don't
with you, really.
don't waste your
I'm
time
good.
and your money.
She basically telling you you ain't getting nothing for Christmas. I'm me and all my children, their birthdays
They
this month.
right.
I'm Muslim. I'm Jehovah's Witness. I listen everything that don't celebrate. And Christmas is my mother's birthday. I got to deal with that because she wants some weed cookies. That's a shame. The old lady she just want to get high. That's just
Is she coming up here?
no, thank God. That just I tell you, she turned 75, and all this woman think about is, baby, I need you to make me one of them little brownies. I'm like, Mom, really? And she'll send me text messages in the middle of the night. I was thinking about those brownies. I said, lady, stop sending me these messages. Go somewhere. So I have to get her, I know exactly what I'm gonna get her for her birthday. But and then everybody else, I got everybody turning 20 and 19 or whatever this year. And then today is my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Yana.
Happy birthday,
So
Happy
Yana.
I'm
birthday.
like, I'm not doing it. They already know it.
It's like it's just too much. Again, we got other things to worry about. Like I say, don't get me wrong. Gifts are good in their place, but don't get all
Oh,
to
don't
the point.
overdo it.
Absolutely, where you stressed all out and you just cannot seem to
Oh, they
get
ain't
where to
stressing when
go.
they in the Jordan line and the pink line. Oh, they not stressed at all. Best believe me, they
They
not.
be fight. Yes, they do. They fighting
No, they
trying to
not.
get to
They
the.
they already got what they got, and they can't wait to get up that to that red, swipe that card, get them that cash,
Slap
and they
that
out the
plastic.
door.
Right,
So
and
they ain't
then when the
stressed about
bills come, I'm
nothing.
like, do they not know that the mail that you're not gonna get on the 25th, you gonna get it on Thursday on the 26th, so you gonna get Wednesday and Thursday on the 26th. So don't forget that,
Double for your trouble.
Hmm.
responsibilities. So like, just do what you can. But what I'm saying is, don't overdo it. Like,
Overdo it, and then you
don't
go into this debt. You go into the new year in debt because you didn't spend
and
all your
stress.
rent money for
Absolutely.
January. You didn't spend all your mortgage money for January because on Christmas stuff, and now you mad at yourself, and now you getting that eviction notice talking about I need you out in 30 days. Don't get mad, or that now you know the light bill next week if you don't pay this. And you like, well, the
It's
wintertime, they can't really do that.
wintertime.
Listen, Indiana don't care about that. When they will shut your stuff off, let you be 20 cents over, and they still, when they 20, they will shut your stuff off. So you can play that game if you want to, and you'll be sitting there in Christmas and it'll be pitch black in your house talking about some ho 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 nothing.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So listen, guys. So tonight we're talking about avoiding the holiday blues, and then your goals for 2020. So some people find it hard to cope with this time of year for various reasons. And some people start to become blue and they feel lonely, like, and they feel depressed. Like this, is as I said earlier, it's kind of a rough time for me because last year my father passed away, after Christmas. And so it was just like so much going on, folks getting on my nerves. I ain't talked to him since, the funeral last year because, thinking about it, my nerves still, you know. And so then with that being said, this rough, we transitioned into 2019 and it was kind of rough in the beginning. But I'm just like, listen, I can't carry this on all year. I gotta shake this, I gotta shake this off. But I'm like, I noticed that as we got closer to this time, I started, not being able to sleep, and it's just different things. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Something ain't right. I said, oh no, I gotta no, this bull junk. I can't fall into this type of pit or this type of situation, but it's only normal and it's natural. But tonight I want to just take the time to address it that this stuff is real. We definitely want to acknowledge that holiday blues and feeling down and depressed, it's real, and it intensifies around this time of year because this time of year is, families are getting together and, just all the love. It's supposed to be the season of love and giving and things like that. So, with that being said, we want to help you avoid holiday blues, feeling lonely and depressed, and help you to
Hmm.
embrace this wonderful time of year because it really
It's a
is
nice year
a really good time of year if you're focused
on the right
on the
thing.
right thing. But if you're focused on, oh, I gotta buy this, I gotta listen, it's not about buying.
Mhm.
It's not even about getting.
It's
What
about
are
just
you giving?
togetherness and being happy and family. Like I remember, I've had years where
Hmm.
I was
Yep.
homeless, whatever, and it still didn't depress me that it's the holiday season and like my family and I were at separate at that time, whatever, and it was just me, whatever. I went to the movies. I enjoyed myself. I looked at the lights and stuff. You just should always get yourself, when you feel yourself getting in that depressed mood, pull yourself up out of it and look at something nice because there's always someone that's worse off than you are.
So,
Hmm.
what is holiday blues in your opinion? What do you say? What do you, when you think of holiday blues, what do you think of?
I think being alone, not having nobody to talk to, or not being around like your friends, or like having somebody like relationship wise and stuff. Like not surprising somebody with like gifts and stuff, having anything to give somebody. That's what I think of holiday blues.
What about you, Eve? What do you think of when you think of holiday blues?
You just get depressed because it's just you. You just you, or you don't have no one to hold on to or exchange a gift with, or no family to go around to and everything. And so you get so depressed on all of that, and then you start, your mind starts to wander on in the deep end, I think.
According to an online source, holiday blues is feelings of sadness that last throughout the holiday season, usually from November through December. The most common symptom of holiday blues is a persistent or recurring feeling of sadness that begins during the holiday season. This feeling may vary in intensity and duration. Some people might feel down periodically, but experience brief feelings of being more upbeat to severe feelings of depression that last throughout the season. Now, here are some signs, guys, that signs of holiday blues. This that may include be attributed to having the holiday blues. Feelings of exhaustion and fatigue. You're more tired than usual, sleeping much more or much less than normal. You're losing interest in activities that you normally enjoy. The lack of pleasure trouble making decisions, difficulty concentrating, withdrawing from friends and family. You don't want to do anything, you don't want to go anywhere, you just want to be alone. You're feeling irritable or angry, and then you feel lonely. These are some signs that, you may be dealing with holiday blues. And then a couple it off with, you know, if something is going on in your family, you're having issues in your family or your relationship or your marriage or your job, couple that off. Listen, that's enough to send
Off
anybody
the deep end.
over the edge. So even when participating in things that people would normally enjoy, people with holiday blues have trouble enjoying themselves. Activities that are specifically related to the holiday itself, such as social events, family meals, and gift giving, may actually trigger feelings of anxiety or sadness. And according to an online source, feeling lonely and having the holiday blues for various reasons during the holidays, such as not being able to make it home to be with their family and friends, like we said earlier, loss of a family member or a friend, or loss of a job. So, with all of that being said, how can you avoid the holiday blues? Are there any ways that you can think of that you can avoid feeling down and
Go do
down and
something for
out?
somebody.
Staying
Hell.
away from toxic people. Like if they feeling down, I know one person, she lost her job and stuff, and her family was driving her crazy and stuff, and her siblings didn't like her and want to be with her. I'm like, I had to cut her off because I'm like, nah. I'm like, I like,
It
why?
was too
Yeah.
much.
I'm like, nope,
Right.
nope. I like when my life is going. It's like I don't want to be in that position. I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but where I'm at, I like where I'm at, and I want to stay in that
Mhm.
position. It's like I can't be with somebody that's feeling down. That's going crazy and stuff. Like I don't want that.
A
Like for
constant
real.
Debbie Downer.
Online source, here are a few tips to help avoid the holiday blues. First, you want to, like you said, keep active. You want to do something. Find new ways to keep yourself occupied so that you don't dwell on your aloneness. Create new traditions. Now, this may be the hardest one of them all, y'all, but listen, stay off social media. You know what? Because
Cause
a
they gonna
lot of
post some
people, they
pictures of their
posting pictures,
family and the toys, and my boo bought me this new outfit, and you gonna be like,
and knowing that you may have went and bought it for yourself, but you finna sit up here and act like Roro done bought it for you. No, oh, but if you can, if at all possible,
yeah,
stay
stay off
off
social
social media
media.
for a minute. Spend time with family and friends. Listen, hang out with people that you have a good time with.
Mhm.
Avoid negative Nancy and Raggedy
Exactly.
Reggie. Leave them
Exactly.
over there. Leave them alone. You ain't listen. You already on the edge. You don't need no help pushing you over. Treat yourself.
Yes.
Do something different. Do something you've always wanted to do.
Do.
Listen, if you want to get your hair, this may be a good time to try a new hairstyle.
Yes, it
Try
is. I'll be
new,
having something new in the new year.
update your wardrobe or create a new look. Do something.
Go to the gym. Drop
I
some
ain't even gonna
weight.
say go to the gym because these folks, the gym is a trick from the pit
Go.
around this time because these folks ain't gonna
They
stick
gonna
with
get
it.
their money.
But you can start the detox. That's what you can do.
I'm on a fast, so I'm like, do a fast
I'm
or
about to
whatever.
I'm about to become a vegetarian.
No, you're
So
not.
yes, I am. Don't down me.
Oh, you heard that?
I'm yes, I did. I heard it, you spirit. Right. I'm about to become a vegetarian. You see how they knock me, y'all? I'm becoming a vegetarian, so I'm in transition right now.
I'm
So
gonna be a
don't judge me.
chameleon.
And I'm keep y'all updated if she becomes a vegetarian as well, because I already know by the moment January start, she gonna already be having problems. She gonna want to go back to meat. So I already.
Like
One day at a time. One day at a time. What they saying on
it's
Facebook?
Kareem is having a whole. He said Facebook is fake, and he said Facebook have you cutting your wrist. And it was one post on Facebook, and the dude was like, "Yeah, I'm over here in Dubai." And he had his little stuff on, but he was by the washer.
Yes.
I mean, so you can even you know what? If y'all see a picture of me like that, trust I'm probably at a washer, but I'm gonna post stuff like that on Facebook this week. This next week, I'm gonna go to the laundromat. I'm gonna post pictures. I'm gonna change up my hairstyles. Be like, fall for it. Hell, might as well do it.
No, I'm not.
I am.
I'm just trying to just help y'all ease on through and see through all the trickery. But the next one is like E was saying earlier, try meeting and connecting with new people.
Yes.
Put yourself in position to meet new people. Like if you're always driving, maybe get on public transportation.
And
Put yourself
view the city.
just to put yourself in position to be around people. You never know who you will meet.
Yep.
Now, that was my online sources tips for avoiding the holiday blues. Here are some of my tips. Listen, I
Lord.
got a few tips for you.
Let me get my
Okay?
pen. I need to get my vape pen real quick.
The first and foremost, and I cannot stress this enough. Stop listening to all that sappy. What do the lonely do for Christmas?
Music.
Or all I
What
want
do
for
they
Christmas
do?
time.
What do
When
they
you
do?
can't be single and depressed
You
and
just-
feeling the holiday blues
What do
and
they
listen to
do?
that music because it's designed to keep you feeling that way. You got a boo, but for somebody that wishing that they had a boo,
But I
and
be
now
always every year I've had a Christmas boo, and when I've been having a Christmas boo, I just like, I be
but
like,
when a person is feeling
Mhm.
down and out and
they got a pill.
and they ain't got none, and they
from
wishing
my
that they had a boo, that's probably not the type of
Mhm.
music that you want to be
Yeah.
listening to.
Mhm.
You may want to put you on a little Tupac or a little Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be
It's
shooting
Biggie,
at folks
Biggie.
there.
Wait,
It's getting biggie. We're getting biggie. No.
I love it when you call me Big
See, but
Five.
then that's gonna get you a certain mood. Now you ain't got no boo. Now you got no
You
boo to
ain't-
rub up on you, and you and then
I would rather be feeling like Big Papa or Hail Mary, won't you come with me? I would
Hail
rather
Mary.
feel like that than, oh man, my boo don't want me, my boo don't love me, my baby don't. I can't listen. I don't have time to be down and out in the pits. So you all trust me. Right. You see what I'm saying? Have you sad? You sitting up here. We was happy at one point.
I ain't got nobody.
I don't know what happened, but ours is. I thought he was my boo. I thought she was my boo.
Don't do karaoke. He's hit Snoop.
Right.
Snoop.
I can do some Snoop.
That's
Chronic,
my man. You got
I'm
to
go ahead take it back to the
go to
Chronic.
Chronic. That's my baby.
Even though I never drank, but I can feel
that Tanqueray put you on your ass.
that gin and
I'm
juice.
telling
I
you.
can feel you. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that chill type. I can do chill. Even listen. I can even listen. I'm gonna take it to the newer generation. I'm gonna take it. Give me some Kendrick Lamar DNA or some Kendrick Lamar, some loyalty. I can rock
Be
out
humble.
to that.
Sit down.
We can do that.
Be
But what we not gonna do is what would the lonely do for Christmas? I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
What they do.
I'm not doing it. So listen. If you feel that music is making you cry and you're always change it. Listen, I'm trust me, believe me when I tell you.
I put on some music that's gonna talk about money and stuff like that.
I don't like the music that you listen to. His music gives me a headache.
When the pimp's in the crib, I'll drop it like it's hot.
I even go back to doggone 8-Ball and MJG. Call me Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Lixie. See what I'm saying? Anything but this sappy holiday.
I done lost a few inches just now. All that twerk talking about we ain't supposed to be twerking. I'm about to just wait.
Right. Give me some Lil Wayne, a Millie,
Oh,
a
man.
You don't even like
Juvenile. Get some. Oh man, back that ass up, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Motivation.
Hello.
Something, but you're not gonna have me down and I can't do not doing it, not doing it. Don't spend money that you don't have.
No.
Okay. Y'all out here trying to stress out about all these perfect gifts.
I'm trying to buy $1.
Forget it. Don't do it.
15 cents.
Try to avoid spending a lot of time alone. Okay. Go out, do something, because it's like if you're sitting idly not doing anything, your mind starts to play tricks on you. Be like the Ghetto Boys, my mind playing tricks on me.
Really?
So y'all thought that she was all like Miss Bougie and stuff. She's showing you West Side. She's showing you the hood. Don't let the little hair fool you. Don't let
I
the
keep
makeup.
trying to tell y'all
Don't
that.
let the lip gloss fool you.
Don't
I
let
keep
it get
trying to
you.
tell you,
She
know.
hood now.
Listen, I know how to get you over through up and through the hump. You know, I know how to get you up and over to keep your focus. And I'm gonna tell you, don't let this stuff derail you because it will. So I'm trying to show you how to. Oh, you know, you can listen to some gospel music and stuff like that. You know, some Mary, Mary, I'm walking, and you know all this other stuff. It's the God in me, and you know, Kirk Franklin. Now behold,
don't
the
fall
Lamb.
off the stage like he fell off the stage, but you can listen to the music.
You can listen to it, you know.
Put on
But
them
I'm
too
just
tight
trying to tell y'all
clothes.
what helps get me motivated and focused on. Okay, you know what? Listen, I gotta do this, this, and it. It helps me clear my mind. So therefore, I'm in a neutral place. I'm not feeling lovey-dovey. I'm not feeling super sensitive. I'm centered.
Yep.
That's what centers me. You may, but like I said, this definitely this. Oh, that motherfucking Chris. No.
And all the social media, go create a new blog and people watch. Hell, sit in a restaurant, wherever, somewhere, some little cheap little restaurant, pay you a little $1, get your best buddy that's lonely like you, whatever. Y'all sit back and just talk smack about people and have a good time. That's gonna make you laugh. Like, look at this idiot right here. Or then, you know, if you got somebody, don't do the thing that Chris Rock was doing with old girl and they was throwing the dollars out the windows and everything. But you could do that and watch the people run or whatever for the little dollars. That's fun too. I ain't got money like that because I'd be one of the people running for the little dollars and stuff.
Wait, now so Kareem, he said y'all forgot about James
Santa Claus
Brown
come to the ghetto.
Wait, now
I thought about that. I thought about that.
You can listen to that. Ain't nothing wrong with telling Santa to go
no.
straight to the ghetto. I'll listen to that. Now I will listen to that, but I'm not listening to, you know, like I said, all that sappy, lovey-dovey stuff. I'm not going, you know, that's the stuff that you stay away from.
He said with a bottle of tequila. I know that's right.
Well, you know, I don't drink the tequila. James Brown sent you. Take a Hank Berry sent you.
But when I hear that song, all I think about are all those trucks that come to the hood on the Christmas Day and everybody get crazy because, oh, we giving out free turkeys and stuff. I don't want your free turkey. I don't know what you put up in the damn turkey. Anyway.
Right. That's all I'm saying. You know, they need y'all all, if they need you around Christmas, they need you all year round. I'm just saying. So also
2 blunts and a centerfold.
You can watch and listen to old episodes of the J Spot and Pillow Talk with Jay.
Hello,
guys, we got 4 years worth of content out there, so you ain't never gotta have a
put them
dog
all,
you know,
and replay all on social media all day.
We have been talking bull junk for 4 years. 4 whole years we've been talking bull junk. You can catch us, trust me. Listen, it's not a date. Listen,
we got you covered. We got 365 on lock.
Yes, we do. 4 years worth of the 365. Check us out. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all 3.
Yeah.
Had to get that shameless plug out there, guys. Yes. Listen, or thinking about doing that this year. I'm thinking about going to a nursing home.
No, because you can't sing. No, don't do that. Don't do that to them people.
You don't got to sing.
No, because the people want something to listen to, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna start singing.
Food, that's right.
Feed the people.
I'm gonna go to a nursing home, and so I'm gonna go and visit like 3 people that nobody has been there to see them
old freaky
all
man
year.
Gonna touch on you too. Why?
You
You go there. He's gonna take you a little kissy diaper off.
Yeah, to make,
you can go up in there if you want to. I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be somewhere else.
Nursing homes do kind of freak me out, like the ones that I'm thinking about going to.
Yeah,
they do freak me out because like they like some of them they just sit and like they just look at you and they just like stick.
Yeah, you do. That's how you want to go up there.
No, but I want to spread some
Tell the truth, saying the devil. Yep, we all know.
Don't spread no cheers.
There's
a group that's it's on matter of fact it's on Craigslist because I was looking at volunteering some stuff and they were looking for people to go to the nursing homes with them and do caroling and stuff at the nursing homes this year. So I thought about going.
I was just gonna do my own little solo thing. Just go and just buy a couple of gifts and just hand them out to 3 or 4 a couple of people.
Want that crap? You gonna go to the Dollar Tree?
I'm not going to Dollar Tree. I'm gonna get you something that they would like that nobody has.
You got that for all the nursing homes?
No, I said 3 people.
So what about the other people that be looking and they want something?
I wanted to do it for like 3 people that nobody has been there to visit them all year.
That's everybody been in that spot.
Well, let's not. Well, it starts somewhere. Change starts somewhere. You can't change the whole world on one Christmas day, but I can bring a smile to two or three people on this Christmas day. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. And here's the thing, last but not least, if none of this help, go sit on somebody's couch. You need a professional to talk to. Okay.
Yes,
Let them help you
indeed.
out. Let them help you adjust your tinks and your kicks and all of this other stuff. Because,
I
like
be
we talked about last year, mental illness is real. Anxiety, depression, all these different things, they're real. So couple that off. You already dealing with that, and then you got the holidays. It's a lot. It can be a lot to take in. So, Amir, let me ask you this. As far as college students, what is it like this with? What do you guys feel like the semester's done? You got grades and everything. How did you feel once you got your grades and you got home?
man,
And like,
crazy.
what's
Hell
the
yeah.
overall feeling for
Yeah, I
you?
was happy. I was happy that I passed all my classes and stuff. And it's like, I'm pretty sure everybody else felt the same way. And some people they might not have cared and stuff. They were just ready to get
Out of
school
that.
over with and stuff. And it's like now, like for college students and stuff, it's like, everybody wherever they probably in Florida or probably out the country and stuff like that, enjoying each other people, they just doing other stuff, sitting back, getting high, drinking and stuff, living a normal life. That's what they're doing. And what am I
Crazy
doing?
is what
Yeah.
we do.
So,
Yes.
what do
Yeah.
you plan on doing?
You know what? I always wanted to go back ice skating. I really want to go back ice skating so bad. I mean, yeah, I might not have nobody to go with, but hey, it's worth it. It's worth going out there.
You want to go? We're going to go ice skating. We're going to go fall on our
I don't want to
tushy.
go with you. I'm scared to go with you. You make me nervous and stuff. It's
Oh,
like you're
I
gonna be
see.
It
recording
is.
me and stuff, and it's like I want to just go out there and just free roam
That's
around
all.
and
For
stuff like
real.
that. Listen to some jingle music, but it's like I'm scared to go with you.
I ain't going
Like
ice
I really
skating.
am, but
I
that's what I want to do. I like either like go ice skating. There's so much stuff to do downtown.
yeah.
They got the Christmas trees down there, the lights and stuff, Brookfield Zoo,
So, while
all
I
of the
have
other stuff.
officially just been turned down for ice skating, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, I
well,
had to.
dang.
Yeah,
They
I don't
tried.
know
My
if I could
children
do
tried
that
that
with
one
you.
year when we went to the Winter Wonderfest or whatever when they were little, and it was like Naeem is really a great skater. Oh my goodness! So he got the ice skates, and he was like, "Mom, come on, get on some ice skates." I'm looking at myself. I look at all my extras. I look at that little blade. I put the shoes on. I stood up. I sat down and took the shoes off.
I'm
That's
going
as much
ice
as I'm
skating.
going
You ain't got to go with me. I'm going. I'm going ice
to.
skating. So we're gonna be
Oh,
out
you're
there,
gonna go ice skating? I would love to see you
and
get
I
out there
will
on
be
that
going
ice.
live. I
And
will be
Oh
going live.
yeah.
Ain't no telling how long I'm gonna be out there,
and and
but
and,
I'm
and she's
going.
not
So
gonna be
you
out
so
there
you
very
inline
long
skate, huh?
either.
I
I'm
want to
going.
see this. It's not like four wheels. It's
I know
inline.
it's a blade. I've
It's
ice skated before.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
and how
okay.
how do you how you and I want to see this too. So you gonna ice skate, but you don't want to get the rides at Great America.
Okay, I've
I'm
done my
Yeah,
time
no, you
riding the
haven't.
rides at
Exactly. You're
Great
not gonna
America.
ice
I'm
skate.
over
No, you're
that.
not. Mm-mm.
Okay, back in the day, like I told you, you don't have it back in the day, but before you was a twinkle in your mama eye and a stretch mark on your mama's back,
Mm.
she did those rides. So now I'm
And
in the
yeah, I'm
grown
sure
and
you can
sexy
do it
realm.
again. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get your heart pumping again. It's still gonna be there still. So
Possibly,
And
uh,
you know what? That's another
possibly.
thing. I believe Great America is open around
I'm
right
not
now
it
too.
praising.
is. It
I'm not
Yeah.
really
praising.
So
is.
I'm
you
not
Yeah,
can,
praising.
opened it up like last year
and
or
they
so,
don't
I
do
believe.
all the rides.
It's
Certain
certain
rides
rides
they
they do,
do.
yeah,
Yeah, the
and they
high
have
like
like
Goliath and them
the
is not
lights
open
and
right
stuff, the
now.
Christmas trees and stuff. So
So
it's
you
really
can just
nice.
go
It's
and
an
get on.
amusement walk in the park. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm looking. That's some good ideas. I did say I'm looking to do something different, so we can find out something different that we're gonna do. And I'll probably just be the one sipping on my coffee and my nice little coffee mug because I did get a
That's what
nice little coffee mug and I love it.
Yes, she
And
did. She
just
went
see what's
she did.
going on. But we
nuts. My
definitely are going
goodness.
to
My
do
goodness.
something different. But with a new year, we're approaching a new year. What are some of your goals for 2020?
My goal since in 2020, I step into my 40s. So
Woo-hoo.
yes, I'll be stepping
Yes,
over the
mamma
threshold.
mia.
So we're doing my birthday trip and out of town in New Orleans. We're kicking it. And
Mighty
then
fine things. They don't even shake.
they
I'm
don't shake.
trying
You
to
gotta
shake them.
look. That's the shimmy.
Shake, shake, shake them, mama.
And I decided that I wanted to walk into my 40s working for myself. So that was, I've been preparing things to be that's on the thing. So even my supervisor the other night asked me, when was I leaving? And I said, yeah. I said, the end of January is it. And I don't think I'm going to give you until the end of January, but that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm working on my weight loss. So from the time I started, thank God, to like now, whatever, I've lost some more weight this week. So I'm trying to get down to my 200. That's my goal, is 200 by my birthday. I'm doing a 40-day fast, 40 going into 40. So yeah, that's my whole little kick and caboodle.
What about you, Amir? What do you look forward to? What are some of your goals for 2020?
What I look for into 2020, next semester, going back stronger, with my classes and stuff, staying focused and meeting new people and doing different things and stuff. And man, just I'm all about money this year. Money for like that's all I'm all about. I'm all about getting in my bag, and I'm gonna continue to do that too. And it's like I don't care what nobody else think. I don't care about what nobody else got going on. I'm gonna chase that bag and look for new opportunities and stuff. And yeah, that's all I'm pretty much concerned about. Like for real, I'm worried about that money.
What about you?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the new year. As I said, a personal thing that I wanted to do was to become a vegetarian. So I'm gonna work towards becoming a vegetarian. I really do want to do that. So I'm gonna do that. But also I got some exciting new things coming for the J Spot as well as Pillow Talk with Jay. So a lot of great business things coming up, a lot of new things. So looking forward to that, putting more energy into it.
Yeah.
Doing more creative things, fun things.
Meeting more people. Get out of the house.
You know what? And I think I've done that. I said that for this year and I did. So I did better, but I did do better, but so there's so much more to come for 2020. So guys, listen, as we prepare to close out 2019, take a moment to reflect on all the things that went right and be grateful that you're on track to see another year, because so many people did not make it to this point. The J Spot would like to thank you for all of your support throughout this year. We want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas, guys, and a Happy New Year's. And again, thank you for all that you've done. And we will see you in 2020, you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great holiday,
New Year.
a great New Year's, and be safe, you guys.
The J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.